today's Ontario Boccia skill session. I'm your coach, Tiffany, and I am so excited to guide you through a boccia practice. We are going to be working on the skill of lobbing. As a note for this session, lobbing is a skill that requires an arc throw. This means ramp users should skip this session and move on to the next. With that being said, let's start. For today's practice, you will need your boccia balls, water to keep hydrated, a bucket or a box to catch your balls, a hula hoop or another target, and an obstacle like a chair or your boccia case. If you don't have boccia balls, you can always use softballs or small stuffies. You can pause the video here if you need to collect your materials. Otherwise, let's hop right in. What is lobbing in boccia? Before we can get started, I think we should learn a little bit more.
Lobbing is the skill of throwing a ball over the balls to land close to the target. Usually a lob is done in an arc formation so that when it lands, it sits either on top of the balls, directly on top of the jack, or so that it enters an opening in the field of play next to the jack to score points. Lobbing is a specific skill to throwers or kickers, as these players are able to get the ball high enough off the ground in order to land on top of their target. Lobbing requires a great deal of precision, ball control, and accuracy because of the arc that is required to enter a big or small space next to the jack.
It's clear to me that lobbing is an important part of a thrower's gameplay. But before any practice, we need to make sure our bodies and minds are ready. Let's start by stretching head to toe. Remember to only stretch the limit of your own body. If you have a sport assistant, maybe they can help you. Let's begin by looking up to the sky and then down to the floor. Continue to do this 3 times. Now, look to one shoulder, then to the other shoulder. Do this 3 times. Let's do some, I don't knows. Shrug your shoulders up to the sky and then down to the ground, almost like you're saying, I don't know. Do this 3 times. Reach up with your hands to the sky and then down to the ground 3 times. Finally, put your hands out in front of you and bunch them into fists, and then open them up 3 times. Great work! Let's start working on some throws to get our bodies ready for our drills and activities. Our warm-up activity is called buckets. Start by placing your bucket or box or another object that can catch your balls in the middle of your playing surface. Now, using all your balls, practice throwing your balls so they land in the bucket. Keep track of how many you get in. If the bucket falls over, I would suggest starting by placing 2 to 3 boccia balls in it so it weighs it down. Keep practicing until the timer is done.
It's time to finish up what you are doing and move on to our next activity.
Awesome job! Now that we are all warmed up, we can start to work on some drills. To begin, we are going to do an activity called Knock Off. This activity is great as it has lots of modifications that you can make it easier or harder depending on your skill level. Begin by placing your bucket or box upside down on the floor. This means the opening of the bucket should be facing downwards with the flat bottom on top. Place your jack ball on top of the bucket. If you need it to be a little less challenging, you can use a stuffy instead of a jack ball. If you want more of a challenge, you can knock the jack ball off while also trying to keep the ball you are throwing to stay on top of the bucket. Reset this drill after each time you knock the jack ball off the bucket. Let's start our countdown now, and as always, pause the video if you need more time to practice.
It's time to finish up what you are doing and move on to our next activity.
Great work hitting the jack ball off of the bucket. Our next activity is called Up, Up, and Away. Place a target at the far end of your playing surface. Your target should be a hula hoop, a pylon, a cup, or anything else you have around your home. Take your bucket or another obstacle like a chair or even your boccia ball bag. Place it between yourself and the target. Using your boccia balls, throw them over the obstacle so they land near the target of your choice. If throwing into a hula hoop or target zone, keep track of how many you can land inside the space. If throwing to a pylon or a cup, keep track of how many you can land within 5 inches or less of the target. Keep retrying, each time trying to beat your score.
time to finish up what you are doing and move on to our next activity.
Doing body scans can help you pinpoint what part of your body you need to stretch, calm your mind, and help you to know what is going on in your body. To begin, we're going to sit upright in our chair. Now, I'm going to get everyone to close their eyes and put your hand on your belly. Now, take 3 deep breaths in, feeling your hands move off your stomach and back in. 1, 2, 3. Now, we're gonna move our attention to our face and try to relax our face while focusing on our breathing. 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to go to our shoulders and relax our shoulders and take 3 deep breaths in. 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to let our arms fall to the side of us and then take 3 more deep breaths in, relaxing from our neck to our belly button. 1, 2, 3. Next, we're going to try to relax our hips and legs and toes. On the count of 1, 2, 3. Now you can just sit for another 3 seconds and relax and enjoy your whole body being nice and still. 1, 2, 3. Now you can open your eyes. Very well done, everyone. That completes our boccia practice on the skill of lobbing. I am very happy with all the work we did and can't wait to practice with you all again soon. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Well, that would be amazing. I hope you enjoyed playing boccia with me today.
Thanks for hanging out to play some boccia.
Thank you for playing boccia with us.
Thanks for playing boccia with me, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for playing boccia with me today. I hope you had fun, and I hope you continue to play.